A catastrophic supercell thunderstorm struck KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa yesterday, resulting in widespread devastation and loss of life. With reports of multiple fatalities and severe property damage, this is a situation that has drawn urgent attention. Here's what we know. In the wake of the supercell thunderstorm that devastated KwaZulu-Natal, several scenarios could unfold in the coming weeks. The immediate recovery efforts will likely take center stage, with the South African government mobilizing resources to assist affected communities. Emergency services are expected to coordinate with local NGOs and international organizations to provide food, shelter, and medical support. This collaboration is crucial, as the region has experienced similar weather events in the past, highlighting a pressing need for effective disaster management strategies. Authorities will assess the extent of the damage in the aftermath of this storm, which has left homes destroyed and infrastructure severely compromised. This assessment will inform long-term recovery strategies, including the rebuilding of essential infrastructure and enhancements to the province's disaster preparedness frameworks. The economic implications are significant, as communities face potential job losses and disruptions to local businesses, prompting discussions about insurance coverage and financial support for disaster victims. Many small businesses may struggle to recover, impacting the livelihoods of their employees and the local economy. Moreover, this storm may catalyze increased public awareness and pressure on the government to address climate change. Experts warn that without proactive measures, such extreme weather events could become more frequent, exacerbating the vulnerabilities of communities already at risk. As residents grapple with the immediate aftermath, a crucial question arises. How will the government balance the urgent need for immediate response with long-term resilience planning? Looking ahead, the government's ability to effectively integrate climate adaptation strategies into urban planning will be pivotal. The decisions made in the coming weeks regarding infrastructure investment and community support will not only shape the recovery process, but also determine the region's resilience against future disasters, ultimately influencing the lives of millions in KwaZulu-Natal. The recent supercell thunderstorm that struck KwaZulu-Natal has left a profound mark on the region, causing widespread destruction and loss of life. This catastrophic event is not isolated. It reflects a troubling trend of increasing severe weather incidents fueled by climate change. Over the last decade, South Africa has seen a notable rise in extreme weather events, including heavy rains, floods, and storms, which have wreaked havoc on communities. Climate scientists have consistently warned that global warming is leading to more intense and unpredictable weather patterns, particularly in vulnerable regions like KwaZulu-Natal. In 2023, the province was struck by devastating floods that resulted in dozens of casualties and extensive property damage, exposing critical vulnerabilities in infrastructure and emergency preparedness. The government's response has often been criticized for being reactive, demonstrating a lack of adequate disaster management plans and foresight. Rapid urbanization has further exacerbated the situation, as many residents find themselves in high-risk areas without proper building codes or flood defenses. Local meteorological organizations have made strides in improving forecasting and early warning systems. However, the rapid onset of this storm underscores that significant gaps remain in effective communication and public awareness. The historical precedents of severe weather events in KwaZulu-Natal, coupled with insufficient preparedness, have created an environment ripe for disaster. Looking ahead, it is imperative that both government and communities prioritize resilience-building measures, invest in sustainable infrastructure, and enhance disaster response strategies. The integration of climate adaptation strategies into urban planning will be crucial. By adopting a proactive stance, KwaZulu-Natal can better equip itself to mitigate the impacts of future extreme weather events and safeguard its residents from the escalating threats posed by climate change. The recent supercell thunderstorm that struck KwaZulu-Natal has left a significant mark on the region, with 15 confirmed fatalities and dozens of injuries reported. This tragedy has shattered the lives of families, creating a ripple effect of grief and loss within communities. The storm unleashed powerful winds and torrential rain, causing widespread destruction in both urban and rural areas. In addition to the heartbreaking toll on human life, approximately 5,000 residents have been displaced from their homes, facing an uncertain future as they grapple with the immediate aftermath of this natural disaster. Many have sought refuge in temporary shelters, where access to basic necessities remains a challenge. The economic ramifications are equally alarming. Local businesses have sustained extensive damage, disrupting livelihoods and leading to potential job losses that could further destabilize the region's economy. Small enterprises, which are crucial for local employment, are particularly vulnerable, and the recovery process may take months, if not years. The agricultural sector, already grappling with challenges from previous climate events, faces catastrophic losses due to destroyed crops and livestock. This is especially concerning in a province where agriculture is a vital source of income and food security for many families. The loss of crops not only impacts farmers, but could also lead to increased food prices, affecting consumers across the region. Beyond the immediate human and economic toll, this supercell raises urgent questions regarding climate change and disaster preparedness. The average person should pay attention to this event as it exemplifies the increasing risks posed by severe weather events across the globe. The trend of extreme weather is not just a local issue. It threatens to disrupt global supply chains and could lead to broader humanitarian crises in vulnerable regions. In response to this disaster, the South African government has sought international assistance for recovery efforts, highlighting the necessity for global solidarity when facing the challenges posed by natural disasters. As the world witnesses the growing frequency of such storms, the imperative for comprehensive disaster management strategies becomes increasingly clear. The lessons learned from KwaZulu-Natal could pave the way for more effective responses to future climate crises, ultimately fostering a more resilient society. The need for proactive measures and collaborative frameworks is now more pressing than ever. On May 10, 2026, a powerful supercell thunderstorm struck KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa, unleashing devastation across the region. The storm, which began around 3 p.m. local time, produced multiple tornadoes and destructive hail, leading to significant loss of life and property. Preliminary reports indicate that at least 15 individuals have been confirmed dead, with many more sustaining injuries. Residents describe the storm's intensity as shocking, with winds exceeding 100 kilometers per hour and hailstones comparable in size to tennis balls. Emergency services were quickly mobilized to the hardest-hit areas, including Pietermaritzburg and Durban, where entire neighborhoods were left in ruins, and emergency shelters struggled to accommodate displaced families. This storm is part of a concerning trend in South Africa, where climate change is increasingly contributing to the frequency and intensity of severe weather events. Experts have noted that the region has experienced a notable uptick in extreme storms over the past decade, raising concerns about the resilience of local infrastructure and emergency preparedness. The rapid onset of this storm left residents with little time to seek safety, compounding the tragedy. Eyewitness accounts reveal that many heard warning sirens but had no immediate shelter options available, highlighting the vulnerabilities faced by local communities. The aftermath of this catastrophic event has prompted the provincial government to declare a state of emergency, allowing for the swift mobilization of resources to aid recovery efforts. Local officials are assessing the extensive damage to infrastructure, with roads blocked by fallen trees and debris complicating rescue operations. The economic impact is expected to be profound as businesses face prolonged disruptions and families grapple with the loss of homes. The destruction of vital infrastructure poses long-term challenges for rebuilding efforts and community cohesion. Looking ahead, community leaders are emphasizing the urgent need for improved disaster preparedness and response strategies. As climate patterns continue to evolve, proactive measures must be taken to safeguard residents against future storms. Plans for enhanced infrastructure resilience, along with public awareness campaigns about emergency preparedness, are essential to mitigate the risks associated with such severe weather phenomena. Local authorities are prioritizing these initiatives to better protect communities in the face of climate uncertainty. As KwaZulu-Natal begins its recovery, how will the local government balance immediate needs with long-term strategies to prevent future disasters? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more in-depth coverage on pressing global issues.